Assalamu alaikum. We have an interview with Paul Bowen. And Paul, I have a question. Where are you from?
I am from the U.S., the United States of America. I live in a
Yeah,
city called Denver, which is in the southwest of the
good.
U.S.
Can you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Okay.
Mm,
Hello, I am Paul Bowen. I am 81 years old. I live in Denver, as I explained
mm,
before, and
good.
I am married with two children and two grandchildren. And I'm a
Good.
retired uh,
Mm,
teacher, and I am a philosopher. That's my
good.
answer.
Good. What's inspire you to start live streaming and chatting online?
What inspired me to what?
What is inspired you to start interviews or chat online chatting with people?
Well, that's
Mm,
an interesting question. I'm not sure I remember why it started. I guess people came to me.
mm,
Uh, I was on Facebook, so
mm,
people could see that, and I guess they thought I was interesting,
mm,
and so they
mm,
asked me for an interview, and I
mm,
agreed.
mm. How was technology changed during your lifetime?
How has what changed?
How was technology changed during your lifetime?
Or technology. Uh, if you would type questions into the chat as you make them, that would be helpful because I'm a
Okay,
little hard of hearing. Uh,
okay.
the main change in technology during my lifetime, excuse
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
that is, I think the main change would be computers. That
Mm,
when I was a child, there were
mm,
only a few computers in the world, and they were great big things that filled a whole
mm,
building, and they ran on vacuum tubes and paper tape, and no, I wasn't even aware of them. They were just research people, engineers were doing to try to see if they could build
good.
a computer. Now, of course, everybody has, well, almost everybody, many people have phones, which are little computers, and
Mm,
desktop computers, and so on. And they're very important parts of our lives. That's my answer.
mm, good. What do you enjoy most about your life? About in your life?
Well,
Mm,
there are many things that I enjoy a great deal. I'm not sure one of them is more than the other. I enjoy playing the piano. I
mm,
enjoy reading, and I enjoy giving interviews. And I enjoy the exercise that I do,
mm,
and talking to people. And I guess I mentioned reading already. Those are the main things. Yes, that's my answer.
mm, mm. How do you connect with people from different countries
Well,
online?
mhm, go ahead.
Mm,
Well, this is a main way
mm,
through Facebook
mm,
and through interviews like this. I connect with people from other
mm,
countries.
mm,
That's my answer.
mm. What is the most memorable?
What is the most what?
I will start. What is the most? What?
What is the most memorable thing that ever happened to me? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's a good question. I think
Mm,
hmm, I was once involved in a civil disobedience,
mm,
and because of this, I spent some time locked up. Uh, I was arrested and locked up for 2 weeks with a bunch of other people. And
mm,
in the end, they decided not to
mm,
prosecute us because there were so many of us
mm,
that it would have been terribly expensive
mm,
to uh, to give each one of us a trial.
mm,
And so they just forgot. They just gave up,
mm,
and they erased my arrest record.
mm,
And so that was quite a remarkable experience.
mm,
That's my answer.
mm. What advice would you give to young people who want to become content creator?
Who want to become what?
Content creator. Content
Contempt.
creator. Content creator.
Type that word in, please.
Okay. Um. Content.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you, thank you.
Mm,
Well, I think, of course, you should have something to say, uh, or feelings you want to express, or ideas that you have.
I say, what advice would you give to young people who want to become content creators?
Yes, and you of course have to have something to say or something you want to express, and then I would suggest that you try to be clear, always clear about what you are trying to do, so that the person who's looking at your content
Mm,
understands what you're trying to do. Express yourself clearly. Always remember that what your thoughts are clear to you,
mm,
but it isn't true that everyone will just easily understand them. So it helps if you give examples and if you express things twice in two different ways and that sort of thing. I'm talking about mostly text here because that's what I do is text. I don't do much with pictures,
mm,
uh, but and I would say think about whether what you're going to produce will really be meaningful to other people. I mean, the internet is full of stuff,
mm,
but it is sometimes difficult to find something
mm,
that is really important.
mm,
So that's my answer.
mm. How do you stay active and positive at the age of 81?
Well, I exercise every day,
Mm,
and I'm very careful with my diet so that
mm,
I'm getting a good diet.
mm,
And I meditate from time to time to try to keep my mind clear. And I try to avoid
mm,
a lot of stress. Uh, you can't get rid of stress altogether, but you can kind of keep it down to a minimum. And I think I'm just lucky. I'm just lucky. So I guess that's my answer.
mm. What challenges have you faced while using modern technology?
What have I experienced?
What challenges have you faced while using modern technology?
Yes. Well, I think again the answer there is mostly computers. When I was young,
Mm,
they weren't something I could use, and
mm,
then
mm,
little things began to appear like little calculators that were electronic,
mm,
and I could use those. Then I took a course in computer programming where I made a
mm,
program on punch cards and fed it
mm,
to the machine. People don't do that anymore. But
mm,
and now I have a phone and a desktop computer,
mm,
and so that
mm,
and that makes a tremendous difference in
mm,
terms of the amount of information that I can
mm,
search for and find. That's my answer.
mm. What are your hobbies?
Well, I guess playing the piano is a hobby. I certainly don't
Mm,
make any money from it,
mm,
and um, I I guess
mm,
that's my main hobby. I mean, I read a lot. Maybe that's a
mm,
hobby, but I often use the information that
mm,
I get by reading. So maybe it's a little more than a hobby. But so I guess
mm.
the main one would be playing the piano. That's
What
my
type
answer.
of music you play in piano?
Well, it's I've
Mm,
been very influenced by
mm,
early 20th century
mm,
composers like Stravinsky, Bartok, Ravel,
mm,
Debussy, and
mm,
people like that. The result is my music might be a little dissonant for some people.
mm,
Early 20th century music
mm,
is like that. Some people like it, and some people
mm,
don't. And uh, but it is. I like it very much. It's my favorite
mm,
kind of music. That's my
mm,
answer.
mm. What life lesson has helped you the most throughout your life?
Hmm. Well, I guess there are two things that come to mind. I don't know which is more important, so
Mm,
I'll mention them both. And if so,
mm,
one is that I have learned to protect myself. I try to be nice to everybody, but
mm,
sometimes I think I overdo it, and
mm.
as a result, I have some sort of. Excuse me. Let me turn off the phone.
Okay, okay,
I'll be right
okay,
back.
fine.
So I'm sorry for the interruption. And then the
Yeah.
other thing that I think was very
Mm,
important for me was
mm,
when I was young, I thought that the way to be
mm,
smart was to be able to criticize everything, to be able to say
mm,
what was wrong with things.
yeah.
But at some point, I came to believe that what really shows intelligence is
Mm,
to be able to fix things
mm,
instead of just complaining about them.
mm,
So that changed a lot of my
mm,
attitudes. That's
good,
my answer.
good. How do you think social media has changed communication between people?
How has social media changed?
Communication between people.
I'm sorry, would you type that in, please?
Mm, okay, where is it? How do you think social media has changed communication between people?
I see. Um,
Mm,
I think, of course, it expands your community, expands the number of people
mm,
that you know and interact with.
mm,
And for example, I live in a building with many apartments, but I don't really know the person who lives in the apartment right next to mine
mm,
as well as anywhere nearly as well as I know some people
mm,
who are in from some other country altogether. So
mm,
it's not so much a matter of who is near to you, geographically speaking,
mm,
but who you discover for one reason or another and find to be interesting
mm,
enough to continue the
yeah.
relationship. And so I think that's the main difference that social media has made to people's sense of community. That's my answer.
Oh, what motivates you to keep learning new things?
Ah, well, I'm curious. I'm just curious to know these things, but also I want more information because I want to be helpful. I think part of what a philosopher should do is try to contribute in some way to
Mm,
making the world a better place. And to do that, you have to understand the world.
mm,
We will never completely understand the world, but
oh,
I believe that if I keep studying, I will get better and better
yeah.
at understanding the world. And with that understanding, I hope that we can make the world better. Right now, I think the world is in very dangerous situation because of global warming, species extinction,
Yeah.
resource depletion, war,
Yeah.
and many other things. So I
Israel and
hope that
Palestine
if I
war.
get knowledge, I will be able to help find solutions to these
Yeah.
problems. That's my answer.
Yeah. What is one thing you would like younger generation to understand?
Say that again, please.
What is one thing you would like younger generation to understand?
I'm still missing some of it. Would you type it in, please?
Okay.
Oh, what is one thing I would like younger generations to understand? I think they need to understand,
Mm,
first of all, that the world is in a very difficult situation and that this is more
mm,
important than anything else.
yeah.
Uh, they should also try to understand politics and economics
Mm,
and things like that so that they can get an idea of what a better world would be like and what it
yeah.
takes to get to that better world.
Mm,
And so this is why studying, I think, is
mm,
so important, and to get experiences, of course, is helpful.
yeah.
So that would be my answer.
Okay. What are your future goals and plans?
Yes. I intend to go on pretty much as I have been, if
Mm,
as long as my health is good.
yeah.
Um, I hope to get better at the piano, and I hope to
Yeah.
write things that may help the world understand
Yeah.
what its situation is.
Mm,
And I will continue to use social media to try
mm,
to
mm,
communicate with people in order
mm,
that we can understand each other better.
yeah.
And I hope to
Mm,
continue watching my grandchildren grow up.
mm,
And I guess those are my main goals. That's my
okay.
answer.
Where did you grow up and what was your childhood like?
Well, I grew up mostly in the United States. My earliest memories are in New York City,
Oh,
and but I also spent a lot of time in the state of Vermont, which is very different because it's very rural.
yeah.
They have really only one city of any size. Well, maybe more than one, but very few big cities. There are no big cities in there. And
Mm,
so that was very different. But my
mm,
father was a professor, and it took a while for him to get tenure, that is, to get a job that would stay.
yeah.
And so we moved around a good deal. And we also went to Europe twice so
Mm,
that my father could do research in Europe.
yeah.
And so I got to experience Europe a little bit.
Mm,
From that, I went to first grade in a French school, so I had to learn a bit of French
mm,
there. And I guess that's the main thing.
mm.
Uh, so that's my answer.
Okay. What is one of your happiest memories from your younger years?
Hmm. I think some of my happiest memories
Mm,
are from Vermont
mm,
uh, because I really liked to be outdoors a lot,
mm,
and that was very possible when I was in Vermont.
mm.
So I think I think those were probably my happiest times. Yes.
Oh, good. What was your first job?
Ah, my
Mm,
first job was in a
mm,
library, and my job was to put the books back on the shelf. People would
mm,
borrow the books and then bring them back, and then someone had to put them back
yeah.
in the right place on the shelf.
Yeah.
And so books had numbers and letters attached
Mm,
to them to tell you exactly where that
yeah.
book should go. And
Mm,
so I had a little cart, and people working at the front desk would put these books into the
mm,
cart. And
mm,
when the cart was full, I would take it around putting the
mm.
books back. So that was my first job, yes.
Good. What are some important lessons you learn in life?
Well, I mentioned the two of them before that
Mm,
what's really smart is to be able to solve problems, not just to be able to
mm,
criticize things. And that it's necessary, even though you wish everyone in the world to
mm,
flourish, nevertheless, you have to watch out for yourself
yeah.
uh, to a certain extent.
Mm,
And maybe I would add that
mm,
there is such a thing as too much trying to force yourself to be something.
mm.
Uh, it,
What?
it is best to let your spontaneous,
Mm,
to a certain extent, just let your spontaneous
mm,
energy flow
yeah.
and happen. And
Mm,
I think that's something I had to learn about. You have a very limited ability
mm,
to direct yourself into a certain path.
mm,
And if that path doesn't
mm,
the if it isn't something that you feel good about being in
yeah.
spontaneously, then it's probably not good for you. So that's
Mm.
my answer.
What achievement are you most proud of?
Well, I think raising my children,
Mm,
uh, that was difficult, but I seem to have
mm,
done all right. They've both grown up to be wonderful people, so I must have done something right. And
mm,
so that was difficult, but very important.
mm,
I guess I am proud of getting the education that I got. It
mm,
took me a long time to finally
yeah.
reach the level of the doctorate,
Mm,
but I so I'm proud of that. And I guess I'm proud of
mm,
learning the piano to the extent that I
yeah.
am. So that's my answer.
What made you decide to become a live stream? Oh, sorry. Um, interview with people in Pakistan or
Ah,
communities.
well, I don't remember it. I don't remember exactly how that happened. Uh, I really, so I really don't remember.
Mm,
But I started getting people from Pakistan
mm,
uh, would get in touch with me and ask for an interview, or they would participate in my Facebook,
yeah.
and it just kind of grew from there. To I became connected in this way to the Rehab School, where lots of people wanted to interview me, and so. But I
Okay.
don't remember at some point deciding that this is what would happen. Sometimes life just carries you along,
Yeah.
and it isn't so much something you
Paul,
decided. It's something that happens to you.
Paul, I am coming. Wait.
That's my answer.
I'm coming. Please wait. Okay. My last question is, how do you prepare before going to interview with people?
Oh, could I have that again, please?
I said this. To interview with people.
Could you type that in, please? Ah,
Mm,
I don't prepare very much.
mm,
Actually, I like to be spontaneous,
yeah.
and
Mm,
as you go through an interview, you get a feeling for the
yeah.
interviewer, and
Mm,
you can't do that in advance. It just has to happen
mm,
as you go along. And I think part of the whole purpose of an interview is to see someone spontaneously do something. Otherwise, you could just write letters back and forth.
yeah.
Uh, and so I don't actually work very hard to
Mm,
prepare an interview. I just have to
yeah.
trust myself not to be too
Mm,
weird. And
yeah.
so that's my answer.
Paul, can you give me your YouTube channel name and LinkedIn account? I can mention you.
If you want to mention me, yes, that's fine.
Yeah.
No, no problem.
Okay. Can you type in chat?
Excuse me?
Yeah. I said, can you type in chat
Oh, what do you want me to type?
your YouTube channel name and LinkedIn account name?
Would you type that into chat, please?
Okay.
Uh,
Mm,
it's okay to mention me. It's too, man. I don't have a YouTube channel.
okay.
Excuse me.
Do you have a LinkedIn account? I
I
can check.
I don't have a YouTube channel of my own.
Okay.
If you want to get in touch with me, the best is through my Facebook
Mm,
page, uh, which is under my name, Paul Bowen. Because
yeah.
there are lots of Paul Bowens.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find the exact URL for that.
Mm,
Um,
okay. Okay,
uh,
Paul.
I'm looking for the URL. Well, I can give it to you after the interview is over if you like.
Mm,
Would that be good?
okay. Okay. Take care. This is our interviews and